Hello, online crew. How was your weekend? Awesome to be with you for my first video of the week. Fingers crossed that some of you have worked out that this is at a different time for those of you in the US, because your time zone has moved, but mine hasn't. So a couple of times a year, well, actually a few times a year, we have a bit of a crossover with time zones, because in the US, I believe you've just gone into daylight savings. We haven't finished as yet, but in a month, we finish as. So there's this odd time frame for about 4 weeks. And then when we finish our daylight saving, it will shift again. So I'm hoping those of you in the US have worked out the different time zone, and be aware that in about a month's time, when our daylight savings finishes in Australia, the time for you guys will shift again. So hopefully you guys have found me. We had a holiday weekend here in Australia, which was awesome, but I feel like that was 3 years ago, the morning that I've had. It's morning for me here in Australia, and I've just been slammed with calls and emails and messages and stuff like that, and I feel like I haven't been to the farm and relaxed now. It's not funny when you go away and there's something nice and relaxing, or you go away for a holiday and then you come back and within like minutes of being on a holiday, it's like, what holiday or what break? But I must admit, we went out to the farm and it was amazing. It's just the country air. I don't know, can any of you country bumpkins relate to that? You know, nice country air, just, around a campfire, just change of scenery is a really good thing. Anyway, that's not what I'm here to talk to you about. How many of you are afraid to fail? Like, you've got goals and dreams, but you're afraid that you're not going to get there. You're worried that you're just not capable enough. Like, you're really quite scared that what you want to achieve, you're not going to get there. That's what we're going to talk about on today's live. The reason why I talk about these kind of things is at the beginning of every week, I do concentrate on a topic to do with, mindset, personal development, personal growth, because honestly, it doesn't matter what skills you use in the online world or what new funnel you're doing or what Facebook advertising you're learning. It won't help you if you don't believe you can. It just won't help you if you're not driven enough or motivated enough to do the things you need to do. So yeah, social media skills are great, and learning the algorithm and how to do Facebook ads and learn funnels and, email marketing, which we'll be doing next week in my coaching community, and all those kind of things. They're awesome to enable you to move the needle forward, but they don't mean anything if you've got a lot of issues going on, like you're so scared that you're not going to get there and that you're just going to fail. Okay, so this stuff is important, and that's why I talk about it. Now, before I get into that content, I'll say hello to you guys in a minute. 3 things. The video challenge, the next video challenge starts for some of you tomorrow, and for the rest of you the next day. Okay, March 11th, we're starting the next free 14-day Facebook Live video challenge. So you can get into the group. The link is above. It's completely for free. If you need to learn live video, or you just want to get better at live video, or you want to be more consistent with live video, come join us. I give you instructional videos on how to do things skill-based, like technically. If you've never done a live before, or you've never done a Facebook story before, I got you covered. I've got videos showing you how to do all of that stuff. So you can join that free group and get ready to get started, but there's some things that you need to do, so get in the group now. Secondly, those of you in my coaching community, we are doing the email marketing bootcamp next week, so keep an eye out for that next week. Anybody that wants to learn about email marketing, you can get into my coaching community. I don't have a link above of that, but if you go to my website, helenmartinonline.com, you'll see a graphic there that you can join my coaching community for $1 for a 3-day trial, okay? And you get access to all my other boot camps. At the moment, you get access to all my other boot camps when you get into the coaching community. Third thing, I am officially launching, I guess you could say today, a new mentorship program. So for those of you that want your work reviewed, you want, somebody to hold your hand as far as a mentor and actually look at your work, look at your Facebook ads, look at your page, look at your emails, look at your posts, actually share your screen and get mentorship. It's still group setting. It's not one-on-one. One-on-one costs a fortune. But I'm bringing in another program to work with you for either 6 months or 12 months, where I can mentor you. I can keep you accountable, and I can kick your butt if I need to get results in your business. So my coaching community is about training and skills, and there's lots of information in there, but it's really cheap. So I give you a lot in there, but those of you that want more help and you want a mentor to guide you over a 6-month or 12-month period, then that is now open, but I'm maximum 20 people, maximum. I don't even really want that many people. So it's first come, first serve, and you need to message me privately, because I'm going to be selective as to who I take and who I work with. I need to know you guys are committed. You're happy to get your butt kicked. You want a mentor and the accountability and somebody looking over your shoulder to go, I think we could do that a little bit better, or no, what were you thinking? Or this is what I recommend we do to move you forward. Like, if you want a mentor to work with you on a month-by-month basis and keep you accountable and actually review your work and, get that proper mentorship, you need to message me privately. There is a link above straight to my messenger, and I'll send you the details via email. You can assess that. It's obviously not free, guys, or anything like that. You got to pay for the mentorship, but it's it's a lot lower cost than what other people are charging out there for a 6 or a 12-month program. So that is officially open today for those of you that have been asking for that, wanting that. But please, if you do want that, get in early, because I don't want masses of people, because then I can't help you and I can't give you the time that you need. So first come, first serve, basically. And I have my first person who's officially let me know, yes, I definitely want to sign up to the 12-month program. So excited for that. So just message me personally if you want that information. Now, let's go into, and I also do want to say, this daylight saving things is going to muck me up for a month. I've got to host a webinar at the time that I normally go live. So I will be so even though the time in the US is different, I will be live 30 minutes earlier than like today's live, because I've got to host a webinar at the same time I go live because of the time difference change. Don't worry about it. I'll put up a reminder on my page. So let's get into the content for today. Or let me quickly say hello to a few people. Hello, Gloria. How are you? We've got Adita on. We've got Laurie on. How are you? Laurie's a life member in our coaching community. We got Michael, who's also a life member. Edith, how are you? Also a life member. Dolores, how are you? Hi, Helen. Yes, our time is 1 hour later. So it was 4 and now it's 5, and in a month's time it'll be 6 for your, that must be Pacific time, I think Olive is saying. So we're just, weird stuff. And then we'll settle in for 6 months and then it'll change again. Hello, Robin. How are you? Hello, Lynn. Good morning, Judy and Bob. How are you? Isn't it a beautiful, beautiful day in our part of the world today? The sun is shining. Where did you all go? Okay, we've got Emma on. Good morning, Emma. It's morning for those people in my part of the world. Yes, time change. Laurie, no worries, Laurie. It's all good, Laurie. Hello, Wendy. We've got Cindy on as well. Yes, I can relate. My Mondays are always busy. So, it's actually Tuesday morning here because of a public holiday sort of yesterday. Hey, Nina, good to see you on. And we've got Susan. Laurie's saying hello to everyone. I love camping. I put up a few photographs on my page. If you missed it, they'll just be down the feed a little bit. We don't have a shower out there. We don't have a toilet out there. I live in gumboots. Coming home is only like 15, 20 minutes down the back road. So I can come home if I need to. And I did do that on Saturday. I came in home and I worked for 5 hours and then I went back out Saturday night. I just can't keep up at the moment, but just love it. The boys and their motorbikes, no technology, they just ride. Although shortly after I put the photos up on Facebook, the boys were, I digress, but just let me share this with you. The boys were doing a race. So there was 6 of them on bikes and they were doing 3 and 3, so tag team. And so 3 of them got started and they were going around the property, and then the other 3 were tag teaming. And so they were around the property and we can't see them. And I don't know how one of the guys saw it, but he's gone, Ollie's down, which is my youngest son. And I kid you not, guys, when they went to Ollie, so Paul's just jumped on his bike and gone to Ollie. Where Ollie's bike was and where his body was apparently a minimum of about 6 meters. And they found him just lying on the ground, bawling his eyes out. So they didn't know what was wrong with him. And yeah, he's okay, but what they think happened in the motorbike, sort of, he went in these bumps and he's lost control, and one of them has just bumped him off. He's flipped over and he's landed in the bottom of his back. He's got bruises all over him already. He has gone to school today, but I tell you, I love them being out in the country and being on motorbikes, but it also scares the crap out of me when things like that happen. Another friend of ours was at some championships yesterday, the day before, and a bit older than my boys, and he was raced to hospital and he hasn't come out of consciousness and he's broken. Oh, it's scary stuff. It's good for them to do it, but it's also scary. Can you guys relate to that? Those of you that have got any kind of relationship with kids and motorbikes? Yeah, scary stuff. Anyway, Ollie's okay, thankfully, but scary stuff. I'm getting used to failure, nowhere near where I want to be biz-wise. And it's not failure. And, oh, Gloria, do you need to kick up I'm going to bash you up for this one. You're not getting used to failure. Everything is just a lesson, and it's getting closer to where you need to be. So there is no such thing as failure, Gloria. You haven't failed at anything. In fact, young lady, you have improved a lot since you've been in my coaching community, and you've changed a lot of things. So you may not be where you want to be now, but you have made a hell of a lot of improvements and grown big time. So it's just the beginning, Gloria. Sometimes. Hello, Joyce. How are you? I love going to the farm, and we're going for Easter to Mount Pleasant. Yeah, we're going back out for Easter as well. Hello, Joy. Are you in the challenge, Gloria? Hi, Megan. How are you? Love that it starts March 11th. That's my mum's birthday. Oh, beautiful. Happy birthday to your mum. So Gloria's not in this round. That's okay. She's going live pretty much every day anyway, aren't you, Gloria? Hello, Heather. How are you? Yes, please. Not sure what the yes, please was for, but let me know. I want my butt kicked, and I am going to kick your butt with pleasure. Megan, I need my butt kicked. Wow, finally found the emoji. Okay. Yes, Gloria, think of how you've come in the last year. Yes, Gloria, wrong words then, absolutely. I could talk to you guys all day, but I've already digressed enough, so I'll get on to the topic for today. Fear of failure, we all have it. Pretty much we all have it. We go into a new venture, especially when you guys enter this industry. You've got the industry that you're in, whether that's like the traditional, like the network marketing, direct sales, it might be the digital world, whatever you want to call it, but there's that. And then, so there's the business model itself. And then for those of us that choose to, like I do, I want to do it online. I don't want to do it traditionally. I want to do it online. And don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with talking to people. You still need to talk to people in the traditional way. You don't want to have the doors closed as far as people you come across. But for the most part, I want to build my business online, which is what I'm doing. So there's all this new stuff that we enter, and it's very overwhelming, particularly the online world. I mean, the industry itself is overwhelming, let alone all the online stuff, from social media to algorithms, to funnels, to Facebook advertising, to email marketing, to bots, to groups, to engagement, to getting fans and followers, branding, everything that comes with it. So it can be very overwhelming. What comes with things that are new is we doubt ourselves, because it's the unknown. It's totally the unknown. And we generally don't wake up going, I'm going to smash this. I'm going to conquer this. Like those people that do, oh, I admire you greatly. I'm not one of those people. I'm learning to be, but generally we doubt ourselves before we back ourselves, unfortunately. If you're one of those people listening that backs yourself before you doubt yourself, amazing. And credit to you, and I'm sure there's a lot of people that admire your way of thinking, okay? But let's talk about the fear of failure. The fear of failure is basically just you not backing yourself. It's you don't think you're good enough. So when you come across a challenge, you're already thinking, I'm not sure if I'm capable enough. I'm not sure if I'm good enough. So the fear of failure is basically you saying that you don't think you're good enough to do it, or you don't have the right skills. So it's massive, massive doubt on your shoulders when we have a fear of failure. You don't think you can. You don't think you're capable. And it's that unknown that we don't like. As human beings, we don't gravitate to the unknown very well. It makes us feel uncomfortable. So it's when you're going to a party and there's a whole lot of people there that you don't know. You want a safety net with you. You want a girlfriend or a boyfriend or a husband or a wife or somebody going with you so you can walk in the door with somebody you do know. We generally don't walk into unfamiliar environments and just embrace it. Like, I'm here, who can I talk to? I don't know anybody, but I'm going to work the room. Like, we generally don't think like that as human beings. So what I'm getting at here is part of the reason that people fail. Well, a majority of the reason that people do fail is because you've already resigned yourself to think that you will. If you've failed at things at the past, then you think of the word failure and you connect the two. Failure and you go together. That's why Gloria's words before, and she even said it, wrong choice of words, absolutely. We sometimes think we fail because we don't reach our goals and dreams. But I want to highlight something to you that Mel Robbins said. I was listening to her talk about this, and it just made so much sense. And if you think of something on that perspective, she said every time she's gone for a particular goal and dream, it's usually led her to something sidelined to that. So she's actually filmed TV shows with, like, is it HBO, like things like that never got aired. She's done lots of things that never happened, but look at her now. So what her point was is that you'll have goals and dreams. So she had a goal and a dream to air a TV show and it never happened. It wasn't a failure. It led her to something else that led her to something else that now she has her TV show. So she said, when you are that narrow and boxed in about your goals and dreams, so you might have goals and dreams with your existing network marketing business, digital business, or something like that. I did when I went online. It's like, I want to grow this business online. It didn't happen because I left the business and I went into a new business. But look at what's happened now. So my original goals and dreams, were they met? No. But by just progressing and backing myself and being willing to learn and having mentors behind me and doing the work, it led me into a different direction, which is now working out really well for me. So don't get fixated on your original goals and dreams. As long as you know what you're striving for and you're pushing forward. And really the lesson here is you have to push yourself, because you won't get there otherwise. You have to do things that are uncomfortable. Otherwise, you won't get there. You need someone behind you pushing you that little bit further than you would normally push yourself, because unless you get yourself uncomfortable, you'll probably fail. You probably will, because you've already talked yourself into the fact that you're going to fail. So, and you will believe whatever your mind tells you. But is that reality, guys? No. You don't have to fail. You're capable of succeeding, each and every one of you. Is it necessarily in the goals and dreams that you originally set? Maybe not. You might go over here. You might go over there. As long as you're still moving forward, and maybe the goalposts change a little bit along the way. Maybe you change the business model. Maybe you create something of your own. It wasn't your original goals and dreams, but does that mean you failed? No, it means you're growing. And when you follow your heart and your intuition and what feels right, you're going to go all over the place, but you'll eventually get to where you want to go, as long as you back yourself and continually make yourself uncomfortable. Make decisions that scare you. Do things that you don't know if it's going to work out or not. It's better for you to make mistakes than accidentally get successful and have no idea how you got there. I see this in our industry all the time. People can get lucky. You can get the right people in your business, and in this kind of business model, everybody helps everybody, and you can be successful, but somebody else got you there, and then you don't know how to stay there, and the people that got there quickly sometimes go backwards just as quickly because they're not learning along the way. The more mistakes that you can make, the faster you'll get to being successful. But a lot of people fail literally for the fact that they're afraid to fail. So mentally, your mind has already told you that you are not good enough. You're scared. So you got to flip that mindset around failure, back yourself, and just do the things that make you feel uncomfortable anyway. You guys know this. You've heard this before. This is not new. But unless you really consciously talk yourself out of the fear of being a failure, then you might already be predicting your reality. Does this make sense, guys? And just remember what Mel Robbins said. Just because you don't get to your original goals and dreams doesn't mean you can't become really successful. Your goals and dreams might just go that way instead of that way. As long as you're pushing forward, finding out what you need as far as skill base and mental capacity and, backing yourself, then you can get there. But get rid of thoughts that you are not good enough, because you will guarantee yourself failure. Does that make sense, guys? Just checking in your comments here. Carol, what did you say there? Moving day today. It's been a whirlwind these last few weeks. Can't wait to get back to normal life. Well, at least there's light at the end of the tunnel. Wendy, my son used to bike ride. Very scary for us mums. Yes, it is. Oh, I believe in myself. Just something is seriously missing. Not sure what it is. Interesting, Gloria. So the good thing about that is that she does believe in herself. So when the penny drops, then, full steam ahead. You just got to get whatever it is that you need for the penny to drop. Thank you, Carol. He is okay. If he wasn't okay, he wouldn't have gone to school today. But he's not going to play basketball tonight or anything like that. We need more time. That's right. And one of the biggest problems is expectations. Is we want everything yesterday. Miss Laurie, are you still listening? Laurie wants everything to happen yesterday. Our expectations of what we can achieve in timeframes is often way off, guys. Building fans, followers, building online funnels, learning new skills that you've never learnt before, you never learnt in school, you never learnt the online world, social media or Facebook advertising, all those kind of things in school. This is all new, brand new. The expectations that people have that they're just going to suddenly put an ad together and, make money out of it is way off. Because it's a learnt skill, it's very complicated, and no one should ever do something like Facebook advertising lightly. Just throw up an ad, not really know what they're doing, and just put it out there. You might as well just flush your money down the toilet. And very encouraging and motivational words. Thank you for this. No worries. Missing the opportunity that is right in front of you. Yes, that's right, Heather. That sometimes, you're so focused on your goals and dreams here that you'll miss something that's right there, like an opportunity that's right there that this has been preparing you for all along, and you just go in that direction and then you fly. Not everything will work out the way you want it to, and it could even be better, guys. Could even be so much better for you. That's certainly for me. And the scariest decisions have always been the best ones for me. The scariest decisions regarding, investing in the mentorship I have, traveling overseas to go to, workshops that cost me time and money, time away from my family, moving companies. All the scariest decisions that I've done along the way have been the best thing for me. So, sometimes the hardest decisions are the best decisions. Everything happens for a reason. I'm very thankful I took a different path that I thought I should stay on. Yeah, but it takes guts, doesn't it, Susan? It takes guts. I headed your way shortly. I headed your way shortly? What does that mean, Gloria? You can run with it, Gloria. We all got here for a reason. So lucky we are moving forward now. Exactly. How about stubborn? Think I got to make this work no matter what, instead of making a decision business to move on. I'm not sure if you're talking to me or somebody else there. Dita, sorry, if I know I will succeed, if I'm scared, it means I will get there. Yeah, and just back yourself, like I'm saying before. It's the unknown that gets us, and we're like, I don't know if I can do this. I'm sure that's gone through your head. Sorry, Harley's snoring. I don't know if you can hear him, but he's at my feet snoring if you can hear a weird sound. We don't, because it's the unknown. You don't know if you can do it because you've never done it before. But this is where you have to work on your mental capacity and backing yourself. If you know that you're a hard worker, you're coachable. You have to be coachable. Some people aren't. That's why with my new VIP program, I need to know who it is that, you know, I just won't accept anybody because I need to know that you're coachable and you listen and you won't fight me, that you'll actually listen to what I'm suggesting and try different things and evaluate it. Not everything I suggest will work, but we try and evaluate. We just might do it faster than if you were doing it on your own. That's all. When exactly did you decide to talk about this today, Helen? Not after a couple of days ago, Laurie. So if you think you've triggered this morning, you haven't. If that's what you're thinking, Laurie, no, I knew I was going to talk about this a couple of days ago. So don't go there, Laurie. God, you're funny. Makes so much sense. Nan, I am good enough. Yes, you are. Everybody should say that. The fear of success is as great as the fear of failure. Too true, Colleen. Absolutely, it's too true. And this is where people self-sabotage themselves, Colleen. They'll have a little bit of success, but then that subconsciously is scary to them, and then they self-sabotage themselves with that. Yes, Cheryl, we are all good enough. You guys just need to believe that. But just always keep moving the needle forward. It may not be happening as fast as you want it to, but as long as you're moving forward and growing and learning, you know, it may not be the path that you thought it would, but it could be an even better path. You never know. Keep an open mind and you will get there. Yes. That was me. Yikes. So happy now. Nan, I thank you for what you are sharing. You have led me to the right path now. Awesome. Talking to you, Helen Martin. Gloria, I think we second guess ourselves. We do, Gloria, wondering if we've made the right choice. Moving in another situation, starting over is what stalls me. But really, if you think about it, what's the big deal? Say you try something else and it doesn't work. What's the big deal at the end of the day? Like, are we going to die from it? Like, what's really the massive issue around it? There probably isn't one. It's just the fear of the unknown. Or making big decisions, or leaving people behind, or what are other people going to think, or, you know, am I letting anybody down by going in this direction? You know, it's all those kind of things. But at the end of the day, you have to work out what's right for you guys. So, you know, truly evaluating what's working, what's not working, and then moving the needle forward for you, not for anybody else, for you, in whatever direction, you know, that you feel is necessary. In full disclosure, my fear is I'm wasting my time pursuing network marketing. Interesting, Emma. So there, obviously, if for you to say that, there is doubt in your mind that you're capable. So that's still coming back to you don't think that you are capable of building a network marketing business, which you are, Emma. You just got to work out where you're putting your energy and is it effective? This is what it's all about. We're all capable of doing it. But we hold ourselves back from talking to the people that we need to. We hold ourselves from making risky decisions. We hold ourselves back from doing a lot of things because of the fear. So you're not truly backing yourself there, Emma. So but probably the unknown, and because there's a lot of people in this industry that are hanging on to the stuff that I'm exactly talking about right now. And most people will fail at it, Emma. Because they don't back themselves, because they let their fear get bigger than their dreams, or because people don't stick at it long enough. Their expectation in this industry, it's terrible. People think you should get rich, you know, quick in this industry in, you know, 6 months, 12 months. And then people go, oh, I've been at this for 6 months. I've been at this for 12 months. It doesn't work. And they give up. How many people stick in a bricks and mortar business for years, investing every single bit of, you know, profit back into the business to make it better? The expectation that people have of this industry is ridiculous. So, you know, I'm not saying that's not targeted at you, Emma, in any way. I know you're capable, Emma. You've just got to back yourself that you can. but always continually evaluate what's working, what's not working, what can I do differently, so you don't do the same things over and over again that are not working. And then another 6 months goes by and another 12 months goes by and nothing's changed. So it's a matter of being smart about it and really, truly treating it like a business and not a hobby. A lot of people want the income from this industry, but treat it like a hobby. So when you pay pennies, and cents towards this business and this industry and mentorship and stuff like that, that's exactly what you'll get back. So how much have you truly invested in, the industry is a question. I feel the same as Emma about the network marketing industry at times anyway, doubts. We all have doubts, guys. I've had doubts in the past, and it's only really success that helps you move the needle forward. So you got to work out what you need to be more successful. What is it that you're not doing to move the needle forward? Okay. And yes, Judy and Bob, we often aren't prepared to do the work. People think they do, but it's not the problem is, I'll finish on this note because I've talked long enough. The investment in this industry is not scary enough for people to make sure it works. So what I mean by that is, even if your business costs you $5,000, $10,000, that's not the be all and end all. People put hundreds of thousands of dollars in traditional businesses. So they've got to make damn sure it works, and they will do everything it takes to make sure it works. And sometimes even then it still doesn't. At the end of the day, we don't put a lot of money. Like, it might be thousands to you and you think that's a lot, but in the scheme of things of business, it's not a lot. So we often don't put in the effort required to guarantee that you will be successful because of the little investment we put in. We don't own it as much as we should sometimes. So I just leave you with that. Just leave you with that thought. Okay. So I'm going to leave it there because I've talked long enough. But I hope that just, that you'll probably never stop having doubts. You'll never stop maybe thinking you don't know whether you're good enough to do something, but this is what if you're like that, that's what you need to work on. That's what you need to have a great level of awareness around. I doubt myself all the time. I'm not sure about the industry. I'm not sure if I can do this. If you sit in that space, guys, you won't be successful. If you sit in that space, you have to mentally adjust your thinking, start new mantras, start new, affirmations, whatever it is that you need to do. You need to shift that thinking, because while that doubt is always sitting there, you probably won't be successful in this industry, because it's always going to be niggling at the back at you, and you'll self-sabotage yourself while it's still there. You absolutely have to 100% back yourself and back the industry. Otherwise, there's always going to be something holding you back, okay? So I'll leave you with that thought. And sometimes you need other people to pull you out of that, like a mentor or a coach or uplines or, people in your business, those kind of things, okay? All right, so I'm going to leave you with that thought. I hope that makes you think in some capacity. So remember, tomorrow, for those of you, the time has changed, but even in the new time change, I will be half an hour earlier tomorrow because I have to host a webinar reviewing a whole lot of Facebook ads, okay? So remember, the video challenge starts for some people tomorrow. Other people in different time zones, it'll be the next day. You can get into that group for free up above. If you want to know more about my mentorship program or to work with me, in a small group setting, it's not one-on-one. It's a small group setting, and that's why absolute maximum 20. I don't even really want that many, but first come, first serve with my mentoring program. If you want me to review your work and actually work with you on what you're working on to move the needle forward, then it's open to the right people, okay? So message me if you want the information about that. I can email it out to you, and you can have a look whether that's something that you would like to pursue, and then we can work out whether we're a good fit for each other, okay? So I will see you tomorrow, guys. Bye.